But another big news item, just to comment on here near the end, is the fact that Cyberpunk 2077 delayed once again. I think you were actually really looking forward to this game. Thoughts on the backlash or on the general reception of the fact that they said there would be no more delays like a month ago. The game has gone gold, and then they're like, "Oh, whoops, we need more time. We need 21 more days." Thoughts on that?
I actually do not have a problem with this.
Okay.
And it's
Don't you dare
because
quote Miyamoto. I don't want to hear that quote.
no, it's because okay, so we just had, you know, new lines of RTX cards come out.
Okay.
We just had a new line of AMD cards announced. The 6800 XT is going to be on par with the 3080, and it's going to cost about, I think it was 599 or 649 or whatever. And not only that, you have the game running on the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X, the Xbox Series X, PS4 Pro, PS5, and I think the biggest reason for the delay was so they can get it running on the Xbox One and the or Xbox One and PS4. And so, all of these consoles, cards, technology that was like just released, just announced, and now you have the game being delayed 21 days so they can make improvements on these. Like, I think it's fine. Like, I'm not going to lose my shit over it. It's not worth getting bent over. Like, these developers have this, and granted, I do know that they did say no more delays, and they even put out that tweet that was like, oh, will anybody notice if we delete this delete this tweet in response to their previous one? But it goes back to the same thing as, and releasing on Stadia, and them saying, this is to prepare for us to avoid any critical errors, or that it's not running on all platforms beyond the game going gold. So honestly, like, I don't feel like I'm put out in any sort of way, because I'm going to wait a couple more weeks to play a game that's probably going to be one of the games that puts a stamp on 2020, that is like one of the most unique experiences possible. And for me to wait a couple more weeks, I'm totally fine with that.
I wasn't going to pick it up at launch, so it doesn't affect me in any capacity. I'm a little bit in response to everybody's kind of hate. Definitely can understand people who need to take time off to play games that they're highly anticipated for. I think that's a luxury not everyone necessarily has, and I can definitely understand people who are so excited about a game wanting to put time off so that they can enjoy something that they've been waiting for so long, and that sucks. But I do think to some extent employers can be reasonable. Like, plans change all the time. Even if your vacation plans change, like, oh, someone got sick, I can't take my vacation. Can I get that moved back 21 days or whatever? I feel there's a conversation that can be had with your employer. Definitely empathetic to the developers, because it is a crazy year to launch a title this massive. It's the year of generational transition. As you said, I didn't even consider the cards, but the cards, the cloud technology, the old gen, the new gen. There's just so many platforms to play games on now. I think a few of them need to die off, honestly. It's a lot. It's a lot for a company to make sure everything runs. There once was a time it just had to run on 3 platforms, and now it
Mhm.
has to run on 9, all with their own different quirks and technologies. So that's crazy. That's 3 times more like complexities and things that can go wrong. And to do just a 21 delay, honestly, that seems like, wow. What are you going to do in 21 days? That's really going to make sure everything's smooth. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
but I do think that person that did take time off, like, they should, I mean, send him a care package, send him something, because like, this dude took time off to play this, and
Maybe
after,
like the person that at them and said like, I am taking my time off now, can you not delay it, and
yeah,
then they delayed the
that
next
person,
day.
yeah.
That would be a good PR move, I think.